Hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing new week. Currently it is Monday and let's get right to the charts as Bitcoin is having a nice small pump to the upside. As you can see on the 4 hourly we are right now in a really nice uptrend right here. So the structure is still looking good for more potential upside towards the levels that I shared in yesterday. Basically the first target after we break above the new weekly pivot, which we have just tested right now, but the price is still trying to go above it. So if we break above this weekly pivot, and then in my opinion the price would be targeting this 618 golden pocket, which is around 94, and then around 98k would be the next level right here, sitting at the weekly R2, and also this support to resistance flip right here that we have from this low back around 98k from June in Q3. So these are my targets still. Ethereum right now looking better than Bitcoin for a potential breakout. As you can see, it is testing the weekly pivot once again. So the next target would be around 2950, which is where this EMA resistance would be sitting. Then if we manage to get above it, 3100 would be the target for the week. Of course, if Bitcoin pumps higher, then Ethereum might even go towards the weekly R2, which is basically those highs right here that we have not tested yet. So if Bitcoin pumps, then it would be a really nice sweep of the highs. The stock market I also want to talk about after getting this perfect bounce from the daily order block right here that we have on the S&P 500. A structure change would be if the S&P 500 breaks above 6,790. Basically, if we get a something like this, for example, a retest, then another retest, then a breakdown, this would be considered a structure change on the higher time frames, and then we are, as I said, in my opinion, going to go for the all-time highs potentially in December. But as of right now, still everything is looking nice. Same goes for the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is currently around the 50 EMA right here, as you can see, with my target sitting around 25,000, basically the weekly R1. Bitcoin also currently trying to test the weekly pivot. As you can see, altcoins are looking much better right now. Let's see how the Bitcoin dominance is doing. Bitcoin dominance having a breakdown on the daily. You can see if we reach potentially this low right here, which is also the weekly S3, then I would be sure that some of the altcoins would be pretty high up. Solana and Ethereum are trying to run to the upside. As you can see, after this much downtrend, it is due for another potentially relief rally. For example, when we had this move to the downside, then we got this relief rally, as you can see right here. So potentially the same thing would be happening to Solana and to Ethereum. Of course, if the Bitcoin dominance starts breaking down even lower, then we might see a quick alt season happening. I wanted to look at the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin. You can see we did take out some of the liquidity yesterday. We did get a Sunday pump, and then coming into Monday, we did get quite a sell-off. Basically, you can see right here on Sunday, we did pump towards 88k, and then during the Monday, we dropped down around 3%. But as you can see, price has recovered right now, almost sitting around these highs. The same goes for the altcoins. As you can see, Ethereum also touched the weekly pivot in Sunday nights, and then we dropped down basically 3%, and right now price is breaking towards the upside again, which is nice to see. Also, as I said, the stock market is helping Bitcoin this rally. Nvidia, which is basically the most important stock that we are looking at, is right now holding the lows right here. Basically, this is just one big range. And if we pull a volume profile, you can see Nvidia perfectly held the value area low right here. And right now we are up around 5% after being down almost 20% from the all-time highs, which is a lot for Nvidia. This is basically trillions in market capitalization. So it is nice to see a move to the upside. We might continue to the value area high around 189, and stocks would be then about, in my opinion, 25,000 or around 25,360 for the Nasdaq, and the S&P would potentially be around 6,746, and then Bitcoin might be around 90k if Nvidia starts pumping, as I said. What else should we look at? The fear and greed index is right now, as you can see, in that extreme fear zone. So this is also another bullish sign that we're due for a potential correction to the upside. Long versus shorts ratio for the day right now is quite even. We do have like a bit more sellers than buyers, but eventually the squeeze is going to happen, as I have just told you. On the liquidation heat map, eventually we are going to take out these late short positions, but who knows, we first might get a retest of Friday lows potentially, scare everybody out, and then get this big move towards the upside. But as of right now, as I said, this nice trend move to the upside is looking pretty nice. Now some people are calling this a bear flag, which is why I am saying that we might take out the lows from Friday. But in my opinion, if the stock market stays strong, then Bitcoin might continue to the upside. You can see funding rates is right now negative on the major exchanges, so we might see, as I said, after this relief rally, some more downside happening. And for right now, things are looking pretty good. And I think this covers it for today, guys. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.